Hello, welcome everybody. In Catalyst podcast, what we do is speak to some of our successful candidates of CAT 25, and we understand from them how did they go about their preparation. So basically, इसमें दो purpose है. One is the current batch of aspirants. They should also understand that what was the right way to prepare, because मेहनत तो बहुत सारे लोग करते हैं, but it should be in the right direction. So our successful candidates can guide them, and also they can share what worked for them in the course, uh, what all things stood out for them. So today I have with me Khushi Gupta. So Khushi, welcome first of all. Thank
हेलो
you
सर,
for
कैसे
giving
हैं
your
आप?
time. Yeah. So Khushi is has got admits from some of the top MBA colleges, including IIFT Delhi, IIM Shillong, IIM Udaipur, and many others. So I would now ask Khushi to one give a brief introduction, tell about your background a little bit, and then how did you start preparing? Did you have a prior experience of CAT? What difference did you find once you joined our course? So over to Khushi.
Hello everyone, my name is Khushi Gupta. So I did my BMS, like my undergrad in BMS, Bachelor of Management Studies from Bhopal, Jagan Lake City University, and my profile is actually 988. And after that, in 2023, it was actually my final year. I started preparing for CAT, and during that preparation, I didn't know where to start, what to do, means what was the direction. So I just randomly started preparing. I also joined one coaching institute, but there was no personalized mentoring or there was no direction in that particular coaching. So I just gave it just as it is, and I didn't score that well. And then I took a drop of 1 year, but my family wasn't doing. My father wasn't doing well actually that time, so I had to take over the business. I was managing the business side by side, and then one of my friend recommended me. Sir, Catalyst. So he said that he's a really good mentor. If you want to try, you want to take a demo, then just go ahead with it. Just take a demo. If you don't like it, then you just don't join it. So I requested Sir to give me a demo for about a week, and he actually, I only do coaching for VRC because my VRC section was my weakest point. So we started with a demo, and I really liked the so basically, the problem with me was I was able to understand a lot of RCs, but there were certain political and economic based RCs which I was not able to understand. So he actually teaches based on themes. So he'll take a particular theme and then he'll teach on that particular topic for a few days. And then you will be able to understand, okay, this theme has, because every question, like the questions that you see in CAT, they're usually different for different themes. So you get a gist of that. So the economics and political based RCs, I was able to hold a little bit of grasp little by little. I used to ask a lot of doubts, a lot of doubts. I used to call him every single day, sir, ये समझ नहीं आया, sir ये नहीं आया, sir इसमें ये मतलब ये आंसर क्यों है? I used to fight कि नहीं sir ये होना चाहिए, नहीं sir ये होना चाहिए. And then I was able to understand, okay, the thinking process, behind the scenes. Once I was able to hold the grasp of all the RCs, the themes. The only problem with me was I was not able to eliminate options. So I was able to understand that it is not only about reading well, it is also about strategy, like what strategy you use to eliminate the options. So that was the thing that I was lagging. And then I started working on that as well. So, he actually taught us a lot of tricks. Like, for example, there was this one particular RC, and there was this question. I was able to eliminate one option very easily, but all the three options were the remaining three options were written in the paragraph. All the three options, and I was like, "Is like कौन सा इसमें आंसर सही होने वाला है?" Because I was not able to eliminate at all. Then I compared, but he told me that it's not only about checking, verifying with the passage, but it is also about comparing within the options. So I started comparing within the options, and I found that in one option it was written may or maybe, and the other two options were very absolute. So I understood that the may and the maybe option one is the one that we need to go with. So that was the thing. And the major thing that actually helped me get through all of this was the daily quizzes. I used to attempt not even one, I used to attempt three quizzes a day. So that because since it was my weakest section, so I was able to work through that. So the daily quizzes actually helped me to be in pace with my VRC section, and the next one was a mock test series. So I purchased two mocks. One was with the sir, and one was with other institute. And to be honest, this the type of questions which appeared in CAT 2025, they were exact replica. I'm actually telling you, exact replica what he used to teach us. I used to attempt every single mock, and then I used to call him कि सर अब आप बताइए इसमें मेरी क्या गलती है, ये क्यों गलत हुआ, ये तो सही होना चाहिए था. And then it actually it went for a good long discussion. He used to mentor me every single day. Every single day I used to call him कि सर ये नहीं हो रहा, सर मुझसे नहीं हो पाएगा. I even cried, I guess, once or twice. So he actually helped me out in that as well. So पर्सनलाइज मेंटरिंग मैं कभी भी कॉल कर देती थी, मैं कभी भी रोना चालू कर देती थी. सो एक्चुअली stood with me and he actually motivated me once कि होता है, बीच बीच में होगा, सितंबर अक्टूबर नवंबर स्पेसिफिकली जब एंडिंग आएगी कैट की, उस टाइम थोड़ा सा मतलब सबका जो मोरल है वो डाउन होता है. एंड आई थिंक यू नीड अ मेंटर at that point in time. It's very important to have someone at that point in time. So I think that was one of the most important thing that I had. And then I also took GDPI and my VAT preparation like from Catalyst itself. So I was really bad with finance, very, very bad because I was good at, I came from a science background. I was from a science background. I took BMS, but in BMS as well, I was afraid of finance. So he actually had a lot of compendiums and a lot of PDFs in which one was finance. And I started reading that. He also taught in a lot of sessions. So in a structured way. So I was able to understand from the basic accounting concepts, like what are the different types of accounts, depreciation, everything from basics, like which I was not even aware about. So that was something that was really that actually helped me out because in IIM Shillong in IIFT interview, a lot of finance-based questions were asked. Like I was like when they will ask me questions like which subjects you are comfortable with. So I'll say marketing, brand management, economics, and last I would say corporate finance. And I said last corporate finance, but they took only corporate finance and they asked me all the questions from that, and I was able to answer every single one of them. And at my IIM Shillong interview and IIFT interview. So it actually matlab, was a really great
Even
experience.
even I think I remember when you started out, you were pretty not very comfortable with current affairs because you
Yes,
didn't know
current
really how to
affairs.
go about building it, right? Because there were
Yes.
so many newspapers. So somebody said read newspaper, somebody said read this, that, follow, or maybe something else.
There's
And
a
then
lot
there were
of
so many
clutter,
videos,
sir.
right? So there was no structured thing available. So how did you actually scale up your current affairs with our GDPI VAT course?
So, sir, a lot of people suggested me, like before joining the GDPI VAT course, there was a short span of time. People were suggesting read from here, read from there, join this class, join that class. So there was a lot of clutter. Once I had conversation with you, and then when I joined the course, then you used to send us those PDFs every single day. It's still even after we were done with the interview sessions, he still used to send us those TTBR every single day, those PDFs, and every single news, every single important international news or any trade wars that were going on that time, every single information was mentioned in that PDF. Like we did not have to go anywhere else in order to read any current affair. Like every single question that was asked to me in any interview, it was not out of the PDF. It was in the PDF. You taught us every single thing. Not even one thing was out of the PDF. So yeah, and there was also certain static GK questions which were also there. Like I was asked in my XIMB interview, and some questions were also asked in the IFT interview. So they asked some static GK questions. Those were also actually covered in that. I mean, you send us those PDFs differently in the portal. In the portal part, there was this there was this PDF of static GK. So that also actually helped a lot.
Yeah, yeah. So that's very nice to hear because uh, see, it gives me a lot of pleasure. Like you mentioned that you at times broke down. You were at the
Yes.
your wits end कि कुछ हो नहीं रहा है, अब क्या करना है. So I mean that's very normal. But
So
then
because
obviously, yeah, now at this
in
stage, when you see your students so successful in getting into the top colleges, so all that is worthwhile. And so really happy to see you having evolved, from what you were just a year back when you had joined. So you are
yes,
so much more confident. You are so much more
yes.
sure of yourself. So I'm sure that's what they saw in you in the interviews, and that's how I think you got all these admits.
Yes, sir. So for the aspirants, it's one thing which is very important is that I know CAT is a journey, but your personal life also goes with it. So there are a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, like apart from CAT. So like my family, my mom and dad, they both were not doing well. They were hospitalized at one point in time, so I had to take care of them as well. So it's a lot of thing that goes on, so emotional baggage भी रहता है, काफी कुछ रहता है, so you need someone who at least understands कि apart from cat there are also certain other things and you have to take care of that and you can handle both of them at the same time, so someone has to remind you that. So
Right.
I think that actually helped with you because सर मैं काफी बार रोते रोते आई हूँ आपके पास every single time कि सर नहीं हो रहा, अब नहीं होगा सर, रहने दीजिए, and you were like you convinced me कि नहीं हो जाएगा, and
But now I
it's
think
like
your smile and your this
yes sir.
very nice. So this
So
happens. I think
मेरी कभी
होता
कभी
है.
कौन सा बीआईएलआर का कुछ ना कुछ छूट जाता था, मैं छोड़ देती। वीआरसी सर मैंने एक भी दिन नहीं छोड़ा बिकॉज दैट वाज माय वीकेस्ट पार्ट, एक भी दिन नहीं। एंड यू रिमेम्बर मैंने तो मॉक्स भी खत्म कर लिए थे और मैंने आपको फोन किया था सर मॉक्स खत्म हो गए सर, आप और मॉक्स
अब
दीजिए।
क्या करना
सो
है,
यू
right?
गेव मी दैट, यू गेव मी द पास्ट ईयर मॉक्स
Yes.
एज वेल,
Yes.
दैट वाज द केस।
So that spirit of yours is actually what has carried you through. So
यस सर,
happy, Khushi, and I'm sure you'll do very well at IIFT Delhi.
यस
Uh,
सर,
uh, maybe I'll drop in at the campus someday. It's in Delhi only, so
प्लीज सर,
uh,
प्लीज टू सर, आप तो
we'll do.
दिल्ली में ही है सर, अपन मिल
And it
सकते
is
हैं
not
अपन।
very far. It's not very far from my place.
यस सर, यस
So
डेफिनेटली
please
सर,
see
आई
you at the campus, and
यस,
I'll connect you with some of the previous students also who are there, first year students. So
यस सर,
anything, any help you need, they are there. So
यस,
very nice. Thank you so much, Khushi, and I wish you all the best.
थैंक यू सो मच सर, थैंक यू सो मच।